everybody. I just wanted to go over a question similar to what was on your quiz. This one is slightly different. It has a different moon phase, but you might see this on the test, so I wanted to make sure y'all understood what was going on. The idea here is that you are standing on Earth and you are looking up at the moon, and you're trying to think about what would that moon look like from my perspective. So one of the easiest ways to do this is just think about how you can't see the back of the moon, right? You can't see the far side, you can only see the near side. So if I'm standing on Earth looking up towards this moon, what I'm going to see is mostly black on the left side. See right there, mostly black on the left side. And then a tiny sliver of white on the right side. That is a waxing crescent. Okay? That makes sense too, because if the sun is over here on the right, remember, always look for the sun on the right. Right directly, if the moon was directly between, let me redraw that actually. Let me draw that correctly. If the moon was right between the Earth and the sun, half would be dark, half lit. Always, always, half of the whole moon is lit. We would only see, right, the dark side would be facing us, and that would be new moon. So if you see a question like this, you can think about the phases of the moon that way, or you can look directly, or you can memorize the whole thing. So what's the right answer here? The right answer, look, you've got dark on the left, you've got light on the right, and it's big, right? That's a gibbous shape. So you have a waxing gibbous because it's lit up on the right. If you're looking up from Earth, if you look at A, remember you can't see the backside, you would see a lit up on the right and a little bit of dark on the left. That would be what we see there. Dark on the left, doesn't have to be beautiful, big gibbous on the right, a waxing gibbous. So that's what this phase is. Didn't spell that right. Waxing gibbous. This is A is the correct answer for this particular one. But let me show you while I'm here. I'm going to erase all of this. You can use this diagram too if you just think about all of the phases. Remember, here I'd already drawn, here was new moon, right, because it's dark on the side that's facing Earth. Look, it's daytime over here, so that helps you too. The cycle goes around this way if the sun is over here. So you have your crescent, and that'll be getting bigger, waxing crescent. When the moon is exactly at a 90-degree angle, remember, dark side is the side away from the sun, you will have a quarter moon. This will be first quarter, right? It takes a week to go from new moon to first quarter. You have waxing crescent in between. Then you have gibbous. Remember, A here was our answer, right? This is A. It's our waxing gibbous phase. So you got waxing gibbous. And then you get to full moon right here. Full moon, the part away from Earth is dark. So we would see that beautiful full moon would be facing us there. That's the second quarter. No, full moon is the second quarter moon if you want to think about it this way. We continue around, divide our quarters here. Now we still have a gibbous moon. This guy right here at B would be big fat on the left and a little bit of dark on the right. So B is getting smaller. It's a waning gibbous. Okay? It is getting smaller. It is lit up on the left. A week later, we get to third quarter. From our view, right, third quarter, look, is going to be lit up on the left side. Remember, you're on Earth looking down this way. So third quarter, when you actually see it, is lit up on the left side and dark on the right side. That's at the end of third quarter, brings us into the last quarter where we have our waning crescent. And our waning crescent, right, the light is on the left, most of the rest of the moon is dark with our waning crescent. A week for each quarter, a month for the whole cycle. Hope that helps.